Dear to you, Pisces. Pisces, welcome to Meenakshi Tarot. Meenakshi here. This is your reading for the second week of September. And I'd actually done this entire reading and there was a glitch. And here, so I've taken out the cards and I'm just going to do it again. Pisces, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates with you. And if it doesn't resonate with you, then look at your moon, your Venus, and your rising signs. But I do feel, after doing this reading, this is a very definite reading for somebody who's got a lot of things that is happening in their space. We see that there has been some major energies that have come through here. You've had the Cancer energy that's come through here. You've had Taurus energy. You've had Capricorn energy coming through twice. You've got Aquarius energy as well. We see you've also got Aries energy, and some of you could be dealing with relationships, choices, decisions, financials as well. So there's a lot of things that have come up in this reading. So we see that you are in a state of having to make some decisions for yourself. There's a lot of options that are out there for you. And you do need to think very clearly about these options, and you do need to also have some wisdom as you make these choices, because you may have made bad decisions in the past. And it's also a case of you, you're going to be very mindful that there is a lack of honesty in the decisions, or lack of honesty with a partnership or in a relationship. There's something where there is this lack of honesty. It could either be coming from yourself, Pisces, or from the other person, where there is a lack of honesty about what is happening in this situation. We could see that you are having to, you had the Seven of Cups twice in this reading. So you are leaning on your higher wisdom, your higher knowledge, your higher learning in matters. Some of you may be finding that other people are finding you very attractive, and you are having a lot of options. So in terms of, wanting to move on to something new, you can actually consider a new relationship with somebody new, where they bring in an opportunity for you to explore, experiment, and have, this newness in your life. It could be also a situation where you are involved with somebody from a different culture, a different background from yourself, or somebody who's just experienced life differently than you have. So there is this newness that is coming towards you. We also see that some of you are looking at emigrating. Some of you may have emigrated. Some of you are definitely going far away from home. And there's this opportunity, could be a travel, could be a trip, just a trip or a holiday, something. But something has happened where there has been this change for you. Some of you have seen this, the ending of something which has brought you a bright new beginning, and you are seeing your hopes and dreams coming into fruition, where there's a lot to be thankful for. There's a lot to be balanced about. There's just a lot of happiness happening for you. We see that you are dealing with, you've got, some of you could be having a female Taurus person and a female Aries person in your space. But also you needing to be very careful and mindful of your choices that you make. Some of you needing to also not become too emotional in your decisions, needing to be very practical, thinking clearly, but also with kindness, but thinking towards the future, thinking to make these decisions. Some of you must also, you could be thinking about choosing to have a relationship with somebody, and it's either like a situation, if you have this Aries person, you need to move towards this Aries person. Or it's also you having to be very strong when it comes to dealing with a Cancer person. You need to have this direction, this balance, as you have to deal with this Cancer person. We see some of you also having gone through a very difficult situation with a relationship, where it could be a soulmate relationship for some of you, where things didn't really work out in the past. There was a lot of problems, but you are having this recommitment. Some of you could be thinking about marriage after a long, difficult time, or also looking at becoming more connected in this relationship, making it, taking it to the next level, making a deeper commitment in this relationship. Some of you could be looking at this Cancer person. Some of you could also be looking at making this deeper commitment with this Aries person. We have that coming through. Some of you could also be looking at having a deeper commitment with a Capricorn person. That could be your wish fulfillment. And in some cases, some Pisces people are also looking at an Aquarius person. Somebody could have had a situation where there was definitely some connection with this Pisces person. There could have been something to do not Pisces, sorry, with Aquarius, something to do with a child, something to do with some kind of connection in the past. We see also that there is a situation here with the Capricorn person where it's a very, and you've also got Scorpio energy as well. So some of you wanting to move towards a Scorpio person. So there's like a lot of choices. You're having a lot of different energies in your space. You know, you could have this wish relationship for the Scorpio and for this Capricorn person, wanting to make that commitment. Or you could be having, like I said, this Aries or this Cancer person that you want to, you know, take your relationship on a whole new different level. But we also see that some of you are dealing with somebody who has been a taker, so always taking and holding on to things. And some of you could be feeling very left out in your relationship because you're dealing with somebody who's very childish, very emotionally demanding and draining, and that has been very difficult for you. We see that some of you could be waiting for some news when it comes to this fire energy person, this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. Okay, sorry, I just needed to get a glass of water there. So now, as we say that, there's a lot of you are waiting for this news, and you know it's going to make things much happier for you, especially in your family situation. We can see. Sorry, hold a second. Okay, sorry, I had a bit of a frog in my throat there, but I need to get this message out to you, Pisces, that you know. And for me, I feel that this is definitely almost as though there was like a blockage in me getting this message to you. I mean, this is now, first it didn't record, and now my voice almost stopped. And I feel that this is a message out there for somebody. Somebody needed to hear this, that there's a lot of things that is happening, and you need to literally come down to yourself. You need to come down to who you are, because a lot of these decisions that are being made, there's a lot of temptation and there's a lot of wrong thinking, Pisces. There's a lot of ego thinking, and while it might last for a little while, you know what, you are thinking about how it's going to benefit you. You need to be very careful that what goes around comes around. Okay. Cards that I had pulled out for you previously was, you had the Deceit card, the Door to Personal Happiness, the Thinking Man, the Angel of Love, First Chakra Archangel Michael, and the Goddess of the Moon. So you need to be mindful here, Pisces, that there's some sort of deception that is happening, that even though it's bringing you this happiness and it's allowing you to be elevated and feel this love and this stability and feel this connectedness with the divine, that you are not deluding yourself. Because if there's just deceit, the question is it you who's being deceitful or somebody deceiving you? Are you creating this, are you lying to yourself and creating the situation to have this happiness, to have this stability, this passion, this love, this excitement, this joy, feeling, you know, deluding yourself into a false sense of things? You need to be very clear, very honest about all of this. What is happening? If somebody's lying to you, you need to find out. And if you are lying to somebody, then you need to be honest, because this seems to be like it's going to be a very good thing, but if it's not based on a good experience, then it could backfire. Okay, the other cards that came up is transformation. So you are going through a phase of transformation. So you need to be very mindful about this, Pisces. You are going through this phase of transformation, so you need to make a choice, and you need to stay focused, and you need to choose your path. So the cards are saying itself, be mindful. If somebody is deceiving you, you need to get to the bottom of this. If it's deception with regards to your relationship, your finances, your situations, you need to get to the bottom of this. If you've had somebody who's been a financial drain on you, who's been very difficult and behaves in a childish manner, you need to address the situation. If you are that person, you are expecting others to always cough up it, others to always be there and do for you. You need to understand there's a different kind of transformation that you are expecting with this. If you are deluding yourself with your love situation or wanting to reconnect with somebody with regards to your love situation, and you know, you need to be honest with yourself, you need to be honest with them, and they need to be honest with you as well, so that you can stay focused and hold the course in this life path, and you can choose the best path for yourself. So you can make a good decision. So there's a lot of variables that is happening here, and a lot of things that you need to look at, because there's a lot of energies in this reading. There's a lot of choices. There's a lot of major players. There's a lot of things that is happening in your space, Pisces. There's a lot of people involved. There's a lot of entanglements. You've got a lot of entanglements. So you need to be mindful of the choices that you make. Some of you are looking at getting into a blended family situation, a blended relationship. But you also need to remember that you need to also wait. Some of you could be looking at a soulmate or a twin flame situation where you're wanting to connect, but there is this deception that's going to cause a transformation. So you need to be mindful of that. So I'm drawing another card for you. And we're going to see, Pisces, where this takes you to. And this reading has been quite intense, and I didn't want to leave it again for another day and do it tomorrow, because I had taken out all these cards, and these cards had a message for you. So you need to really look at how you are facing life. Loosen your grip. You are trying to control every situation. There's a situation of addiction of some kind that's coming through in this reading. It could be, you could be using things to help you cope. You could be using alcohol or drugs or whatever it is that you're doing. You need to become real with yourself. You need to allow yourself to find a different way to cope. And remember, there are groups out there. There's AA, there's NA, there's, you know, there are groups there. If you have a drug problem, if you have an alcohol problem, that you can attend group meetings and you can get help. But you do need to look at how you are coping with situations. You do need to also realize that you do need to surrender yourself, and you do need to allow God in. You need to allow your higher power. You need to allow the universe, or whatever your perception of God is, to come into your life and to take over your situations. You are trying to control the outcome of everything. And you're also trying to control other people. And really the only thing that you can do, Pisces, is control yourself and control your choices. And even trying manipulation to make things work out is not going to be the best outcome. So you do really need to look at this transformation that you are creating. You do need to stay focused in your life, and you do need to choose your path with wisdom. So Pisces, a challenging time for you. And I hope that you let God in and you loosen your grip and make the good choice. So please take care, and I'll see you guys again next week. And please remember to subscribe to my channel. Okay, goodbye.